Hello everyone, Sunset2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Flaming Hot. A fabric mod that simply adds the ability for you to make buckets that have flammability modifiers that you can apply to blocks. So, for example, you can fireproof your house so that lightning doesn't catch onto the blocks, or I guess prevent blazes, throwing fire, or blaze. Such and such, I'm not sure. But yeah, so we've got flammability sort of aspects to cover, such as, I'm actually just put this left and we'll put this to the right, because I'm actually not too sure what I'm doing yet, so we'll take a look side by side. So let's see, so to decrease the modifier and make a block less flammable, you need the following blend. Such and such for fireproofing. You make it like so, with any kind of concrete powder. As you can see here, so we can use any concrete powder, we can use cobble, a bucket, and gravel. Like so. So maybe you just use this, like so. You've got any block that's fireproofed as well, I guess. So if we just apply this to, for example, a oak plank. Actually, does that mean... For one, can I put it in the world? No, I cannot. So I can't use them like that, so I need, for example, this... Actually, no, I just need a crafting table, don't I? Which is over there somewhere. Now we'll actually give you... Now I set time today, for one. So, we'll get a crafting table. And we'll do this probably the proper way then. So we'll do this, and we'll do this, and that uses up the bucket. So that applies the fireproofing. Right, I wasn't sure if it was existing ones, and then it does something else. So, let's see now. We go... What's the thing? So I always never know what stuff is. So we'll just do this. Now we'll actually go into Trader for the last part, and we'll just do that, and we'll get some lava, for example, or fire, and we'll see how this goes, because I actually don't know, for example, so we'll just put these in here, and I know that it'll burn because it's not covered up, which I have come across apparently that wood doesn't burn as long as lava, or I assume maybe even fire, has no access to an air block. So if it's completely closed over, like for example, this, for example, if I had something in there, it would be completely closed over and it wouldn't do anything. Oop, I did not want to do that. So that would be safe, but in cases like this, it's still going to try and burn it. But it's still tier 1, so it's not perfect. Probably better to be fairly effective, and I guess that maybe fire might work, or maybe it won't, but then again it is just sort of like the basic tier, so we've got that. Next is the flammable blend, which is pretty much a bucket, sawdust, and coal. You get sawdust from stripping logs with an axe. So just get an axe and just see what happens. You have a chance of it, I think. There we go. So there's your sawdust, and then obviously you can use that for the blend. So there's that. And actually, maybe if there was like other mods, obviously they would use sawdust, then you could, but I don't know of any fabric mods that do. And pretty much this is just obviously an upgrade, I assume, compared to the existing, maybe? I don't know. So we'll just try... Hang on, that just says fireproofing flammability tier 1, sorry. It's fireproofing. Oh, okay. So just go this. I assume you don't need existing. Yeah, so you can just do that and that'll be fine. Now, can we, I just want to quickly test, can we actually keep doing that? Where it's already flammability 1. We can apply flammability 2. Interesting, so you can probably keep adding more and more to it. But these are just different modifiers, not an upgrade. Okay, so that actually changes things. So if we go, for example, and clear this out, because it's actually quite helpful having enough space for this. So just go this. So fireproofing's maybe for like specific cases, of course. So we'll go this. And obviously we'll just go with tier 2 and see what happens for the most part. And we'll stick with tier 1 for this. We'll just go like this. Just put a bunch of fire nearby and see what happens. Yep, so that's already burnt. That's not surviving that much either. So if we upgrade again, even with tier 2 it's not that effective, okay. So if we keep, okay, and tier 3 is the maximum, is it? Okay, cool. So that's good to know, and that also doesn't stack with those, does it? It does not, it's a separate thing entirely. So that's fine, so we'll break these, since we can use it accordingly here. And this should block off lava completely, I'd assume. And that's already gone. So we'll remove all this fire, and we'll go with tier 3 for flammability. And that'll prevent fire, of course. So, no, okay, it's not that effective maybe. Or it just prevents it for a short period of time, I guess, rather than just consistently being completely flammable or fireproof. Yeah, so 83% more and 50% more there. So we go with this, and we want the blend. I just need the one block done. I've got fireproofing and no. Can I not do much more? I can now, just I don't know why it wasn't before. So that's maximum, so that's 83. Let's do like a 2x2 sort of thing. And we'll just go fire charge, just in there. And so on, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's still going to try and attempt to, but it's not always going to burn it just immediately, which I know it doesn't typically in the game, but either way. Yeah, so it's actually, oh, okay, so the flame's actually dying out, so it's trying to still burn it, but it can't. But obviously the lava has different results, of course, so interesting. So there's those, and obviously we'll try the third tier, and third modifier, or third type of blend of sorts, which is the blend of infinite turmoil. Use blaze powder, also sand in a bucket, and it doesn't detail it here it seems, but it does say in that finally to modify any buckets. Any 8, do this on the outside. Modifies these blocks in the center, the output of the bucket, blah blah blah. Okay, we're just going with what we can then, I guess. So we'll just go here, and we'll get this, and we'll get a bunch of planks. And we'll go with, for example, what instead? That's still doing not too bad. But yeah, maybe you could still use it where it's not obviously keeping the actual, like, getting air blocks, but we'll see what happens. Just move air blocks around again for now. And what's this one do? Infinite turmoil. I assume this works on, it's like infinity burn. Okay, and my guess is maybe you can't apply this to more than once because it's just infinite. Infinity burn. It's just doing that. Yep. So that's just going to go regardless. So they're now infinite. They're not going to burn. I don't know why I put down the following here, and I hadn't even applied it yet. So let's see. There we go. And we'll get lava as well as fire again. And we'll see what happens, which I'm assuming they will infinitely work accordingly. So yeah, so we'll just go lava. We'll probably just go like fire on the outside or something. And we'll see what happens. But for the most part, I assume it's not likely to burn any of it, and it's completely immune to it at all. So yeah, quite useful. So if you want to have fireproofing or lava proofing, and you still want to build with planks because say that's all you have, or you just want to use that particularly for a build because it just works, and you want it to avoid certain things that can ruin it, then you've obviously got a prevention method to use. And yeah, it seems to be doing quite well. It's not even burning it at all. It's completely stuck here. So yeah, completely immune to it. Nice. Other than that though, that seems to be pretty much everything. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.